Right, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight it's Australia New Zealand Strength of Field Racing, and tonight we come to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. The 360 winged sprint cars tackle the Williams Grove Speedway. Good evening, my name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here on this Friday evening as we get set for another round of the strength officials for Australia and New Zealand side of things. Of course, we've got the Pro Late models up next, and then of course to round out the night we have the midgets, or the speed cars, depending on where you're from in the world, but either either doesn't really matter because, well, we're set for a good night of racing. Practice about to finish up here, and then we'll get straight into some qualifying. I believe we'll have, I think, 5 minutes on the clock, or even 3 minutes. At the moment, we are looking at a 19 car field that is registered here this evening. We'll see how that plays out and how qualifying will play into the hands of some of these drivers. In fact, it's going to be a 3-minute session for qualifying. Of course, we'll have the top 19 on the left-hand side of your screen. Let's go and take a look at the information here this evening. Williams Grove Speedway. Let's take a look at the track configuration there. You see four turns, 0.52 of a mile. At this evening, Williams Grove. Let's go ahead and look at some of the drivers that have made their way onto the racetrack. Clint Smith in car number 4, 18.016. Liam Jensen with an 18.228. Zach Masters with an 18.240. Trent Gosling now 18.079. Clint Smith second lap a little slower. Mason Merritt goes into the 17 second bracket, 17.998. What's going on, LRP? Morning, bud. Yeah, let's hope for a clean one. So, of course, the numbers you will see on the screen, that is, of course, done up via the iRating system. Of course, highest iRating has the lowest number. You see David Heilemann has the number 1 on his car. Josh Arm has the second highest iRating. He's also out on the racetrack as well. David Heilemann in the Napa Auto Parts, car number 1. First lap for Heilemann, looking to break. Quick time, 17.912 by Danny Vassell. Heilemann, position 3, a 17.951. Zach Phelan bumped down to position 4. Clint Smith still hangs on to a top 5 spot. Big Z! Heilemann considerably slower on his second lap. Josh Arm in the number 2 machine. 11th quick, 18.273 and 18.273. Second lap, 18.031, jumps to position 6. Cale Bowden in car number 18 with a 19.434. Look at Ryan Harris on the racetrack at the moment. It was an 18.429 with an 18.233. Checkered flag out on qualifying session. So well done to Danny Vassell, who goes quick time here this evening. Of course, just the 2 heat races. No, in fact, we will have a consolation race, a B main. Let's go through and take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid for heat number 1. On pole, heat race number 1 in car number 12, Danny Vassell. To his outside in car number 1, starting position 2, it's David Heilemann. Starting position 3, caliber 4 of Clint Smith. He lines up alongside the 9 of Trent Gosley out of position number 4. Starting position 5 in caliber 14, Matt Reed, who is outside the 5 of Zach Masters, starting position 6. Casey Pruitt in caliber 17 will start position 7 alongside on the outside of the 4th row in caliber 15, Brandon Carroll. Starting position 9, Brendan Moran in caliber 19 will start on the inside of row number 5. And to his outside, car 13, starting position 10, it's Rob Kinnear. That has been a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid for heat race number 1 here in the Australian New Zealand Strength the Field official. As drivers go past the turn 3 Beer Hill gang where Corey Wenzel is drinking up some beer. The opening heat race of the night. Yeah, no, I joke Biggs because, well, yeah, no, you go there sometimes. Where do you sit? Where do you sit? Let the fans know. Let everyone know where you watch, where you watch from. Ten cars, 8 laps of distance. You're going to need 8 gallons to make it on fuel. Let's go. Heat number 1. Leader can fire any time as soon as the pace truck is off. Green flag is out. We're underway. Vassal will lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2. Smith slides up into position number 3. The 9 of Trent Gosley. Now we'll go down to the low side into turn number 3 and 4. Gosley works down low. Through the middle of the racetrack is where you need to be, boys. Here comes Harleman. Down low into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for your race lead. Harleman's got the job off for turn number 2. Into 3 and 4. Will he stay down low? He may slide up. He will slide up to the 3/4 of the way up the racetrack on the exit of turn 4. And David Harleman leads lap number 2. But here comes Vassal with almost a big right rear. Harleman aware of the situation, what was developing. Vassal going to work through the middle in 3 and 4. Smith in that 4 machine. Still riding in 3rd. He's got pressure from Gosley. Gosley down low into turn number 1. Nowhere near the speed to make it off of turn number 4. Matt Reed in position 5. Then he go back to the 5 of Zach Masters. Back there in position number 6. Smith starting to close the gap on that 12 machine. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Vassal down low into 3 and 4. Smith still works the outside. He cannot get by him just yet. Through to the middle, 1 and 2, they roll. Smith's trying a little bit higher on the exit of turn number 2. Here comes Gosley, back down low into 3 and 4. Then Matt Reed, he's not too far away. 2 to go, 6 complete here at the Williams Grove Speedway. In about 45 minutes time, we head over to the dirt track at Charlotte where the pro late models do their action. Then straight after that, well, we stay at the dirt track at Charlotte for the Dirt Midget Series. Final lap, Gosley on the inside of Smith again through 1 and 2. Thundering down the back straightaway, drag race between Gosley and Smith. Gosley keeps it down low. Harleman gets the win. Vassal second, 3rd is going to go to, oh look out boys, this counts. Towards your official stuff, Gosley got 3rd, Clint Smith 4th, Matt Reed, Pruitt, Masters, Carroll, Moran and Kinnear with a DNF. Here in heat race number 1. Heat 2 up next on the program. Just going to wait for this heat to officially roll over. Here's the checkered flag, so any second now. We're going to get into heat number 2. We'll take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 7, Mason Merritt. To his outside in car number 3, Zachary Phelan. Starting position 3, the 2 of Josh Harm lines up alongside the 10 of Liam Jensen. Out of position 4. Position 5 belongs to the 8 of Ryan Harris. To his outside, the 6 of Shannon Jordan. Starting 7, in car number 16, Sterling Christensen. To his outside in car 11, Robert McLeod. Lining up out of position 9 and your 9th and final starter in car number 18, Cale Bowden. That's been a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid for heat number 2. Another 8 laps on the board for this Australian New Zealand Strength of Field official racing here on this Friday night. Also, big thanks to our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV, Wicked Cushion, Simworks Performance, BK Designs, and World of Thunder. You see those sponsors' logos rotating down on the bottom of the screen. Oh yeah, probably, Dean. Yeah, nothing, not worth mentioning. Alright, we are live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you're watching on, no matter where you're watching, hit the like and follow button, subscribe button. No matter where you're watching from, Zay coming in with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Heat number 2. Pace truck about to turn into the infield. Mason Merritt has control of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime here at the Grove. Is that close, Big? Green flag is out. We're underway. Mason Merritt, Zach Phelan the front row. Merritt down the front straight, gets to the middle of the racetrack in turn number 1 and 2. Keep an eye on Phelan in that OPR. Car number 3. You can't miss it. It's the red car. Got challenged from the inside on Josh Harm in car number 2. Then you go back to the 10 of Liam Jensen. Oh no, Merritt caught the wall in the front straightaway. Here comes a slider from Phelan for the race lead. 4 wheels in the fluff. Harmy back up the inside for the Harmy in that number 2 machine. Phelan works the outside. He's got the run off at turn number 4. 2 in the books. Harm and Harris down low into 1 and 2. Harris slides up to the middle of the racetrack, but you're watching car number 3 of Zachary Phelan down the back straight away. Hanging on to second spot for the time being. Come on, Scotty, that had to be close. I'll try it again later. Thanks, Dean. Appreciate it, brother. So Mason Merritt, still your race leader. Down the back straightaway under the bridge here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Heat race number 2 on the racetrack at the moment. Halfway home. We're going to have a B main after this one. 5 cars, 4 transfer. But before we get there, we're going to find out who our 7 drivers that are going to make it into the main event. Let's go back and have a look at Shannon Jordan running in that 5th spot. Liam Jensen holds down position 6 in car number 10. Then you got Robert McLeod in that 11 car, holding on to that 7th and final transfer spot. Sterling Christensen and Cale Bowden, those 2 drivers, going to more than likely, we'll see those drivers in the B main. Back up front, Mason Merritt out in front, past the turn 3 Beer Hill gang. Off at turn number 4, the white lights will be displayed next time by. I kind of getting ahead of myself here. We go on board. In fact, we're going to watch the final lap on board. Your race leader, Mason Merritt. Here we go. Take a lap around the Williams Grove Speedway. Let's go on board. Easy peasy Japanesey for Mason Merritt getting the win. Zach Phelan home in second. Josh Harm, Ryan Harris, Shannon Jordan, Liam Jensen, Robert McLeod making it into the main event. Sterling Christensen, Cale Bowden. We'll see those drivers up next on the program in tonight's B main. That is going to be up now on the program, so let's go and take a look at your wicked cushions starting grid. So it's just a short field here in tonight's B main. Starting on pole in car number 15, Brandon Carroll. To his outside, car number 16 from Canada, Sterling Christensen. Following on the Canadian trend here in car number 19, Brendan Moran will start position 3. And you go back to Kyle Bowden in car number 18, starting position number 4. Your 5th and final starter in car number 13 is going to be Rob Kinnear. 10 laps the distance in tonight's B main. The top 18 drivers. It'll be an 18 car field with the official racing stuff. Of course, the Pro Late Models up in about 40 minutes time. Of course, we'll have a new stream up on the Facebook, YouTube and Twitch side of things. So if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. If you haven't done so already, if you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. Or you can be just like Bigsy. You can hit that subscribe button and really show your support here to us here at Ultimate Dirt TV. And if you're watching on Facebook, like Dean Thrower, hit the subscribe button. Make sure the bell is on and the get notifications tab is on as well. And LRP TV with the sub. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. We are rolling. And no, not because we're in the wheelchair, but we are rolling tonight, folks. Let's take a look from the infield here in this B main. Who do you think's going to win this one? Take your pick. 15, 16, 19, 18 or 13. Consolation race to B main. Oh, look at the outside car. Sterling Christensen trying to get ahead of himself. And yeah, well, 15 done nothing wrong. 15 starts the race, not the car on the outside of the front row. Green flag is out. And we're underway in tonight's B main. 5 miles, 10 laps the distance. So, see if the car on the outside got a black flag. We'll keep an eye on the number 16, Sterling Christensen. He rides in 3rd. Rob Kinnear moves to position number 4. Remember, top 4 going on through. No idea what that was, Biggs. That was, yeah. Car on the outside thought he had the lane choice. So, side by side for second right now, Sterling Christensen and Brendan Moran. I believe those are the Canadian drivers that we're seeing. Oh, talk about feeding a right rear. Oh, payback. You feed me a right rear, I'll feed you a left rear. And this is the B main. I stress that. Can't stress that enough. This is the B main. Right now, your race leader, Brandon Carroll, in car number 15. Second, the 13 of Rob Kinnear. And you go back to Sterling Christensen, who's got, well, he's going back to pit road. And if I would have just been staying out there, I would have just got lapped. So you don't have to worry about serving the meatball. Brendan Moran somehow being scored in 3rd place. There he is in car number 19. Sterling Christensen. He's in pit road as well as Kyle Bowden. So at the moment, Sterling Christensen going to transfer. As we're going to have a battle for the race lead. In fact, new race leader is Rob Kinnear. Well, I've seen some wacky stuff here at the Grove this week. Scotty boy, thank you very much for the follow, brother. Appreciate it. Welcome into the channel. Of course, the stream will go down after the A main, and we'll have a new stream up for the Pro Late Models, and then the same thing will happen when the midgets come out on the racetrack. 7 laps in of this 10-lap B main, 2.5 to go as we watch Rob Kinnear thunder down into turn number 3 and 4. Brandon Carroll having a bit of a tough time himself in that 15 car. He's already got a transfer spot locked up. Brendan Moran on the racetrack as well. He's 11 seconds behind the 15 car. White flag is out. It is Rob Kinnear, half a mile away from victory in tonight's B main, and will start position at number 15 in the main event. We'll have that up next. There'll be no warm-up session. It's straight up in the gritty. Checkers are out. Rob Kinnear gets the win. Second going to go to Brandon Carroll in the 15 car. And rolling through turns 3 and 4 right now, Brendan Moran in the 19. Sterling Christensen 5 laps down will get that fourth and final transfer spot. Cale Bowden in the 18 will be the lone car that misses out in tonight's main event. Of course, now we have 30 laps on the board. And yellows count. So this is where drivers need to maybe take a bit of a gamble, and depending on where they're running and what gear, and all comes back down to a little bit of throttle control as the track does get a little bit slicker with 18 cars on it. Let's go through and take a look at your wicked cushion starting grid. Well, he's got about a 9,000 I rating because, well, he's got nothing better to do, but the one of David Heidemann starts on pole to his outside car number 7 of Mason Merritt. Inside run number 2, car number 12 of Danny Vassell to his outside, the 3 of Zachary Phelan. Starting position 5, car number 9 of Trent Gosley. Starting position 6, car number 2, that's number 2 for Josh Harm. Clint Smith in car number 4 will start position 7. Ryan Harris in the 8 will start P8. Fifth row on the inside, the 14 of Matt Reed lines up out of position 9. Shannon Jordan in car 6 will start position 10. Casey Pruitt in the 17 starts position 11. Liam Jensen, car number 10, will start position 12. Starting position 13, the 5 of Zach Masters. Robert McLeod in car 11 will start position 14. Then you go through to our B main winner, the 13 of Rob Kinnear, starting P15, and to his outside, the 15 of Brandon Carroll, starting position 16. Your final row on the inside, Brendan Moran will start position 17 in car number 19, and Sterling Christensen in the 16 will start position number 18. That's been a look at your wicked cushions starting grid for tonight's main event. That's good, Dean. I'm glad you see what I did there, actually. 30 laps on the board. How many are going to be green? How many are going to be yellow? Take your guesses in the chat. Let's go. And who's going to win? Here we go. Green flag is out, and the one of David Heidemann leads us underway. And already we've got a big stack on the front straight away. Yellow, yellow, yellow. It is going to be the 9 of Trent Gosley, upside down. Mason Merritt involved in that one. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. So we'll start with the 7 car of Merritt. Got a little out of shape, and Trent Gosley, certainly the innocent party in that one, unfortunately for Mason Merritt. Just got a little loose. Let's take a look at the onboard shot here. This is on board with Mason Merritt. He just gets a little sideways there down the racetrack. And Trent Gosley nowhere to go, unfortunately. Well, that's a tough deal for Mason Merritt. Start on the outside of the front row of heat number 1. Let's take a look at the incident from Trent Gosley from his point of view. Keep an eye on that 7 car up there on the top right hand corner of your screen. Oof. Yep, she was in the slick and it was game over. So generally any time we see a caution here at the Williams Grove Speedway, we are going to lose 3, sometimes 4 laps. In regards to fuel wise, you're looking at around 2.5 or 2.4 gallons a lap. About 2.4 gallons per caution, I should say. So the drivers getting the wonder green signal. The pace truck is somewhere on the back straightaway. Of course it is going green this time by. Pace truck is in because the field didn't get past the start finish line. Some of the drivers got put back behind the pace truck, so here we go. Drivers getting lined up to go off for turn number 4. Heilemann and Vassal. Green flag is out. We're back underway here in tonight's A-Main. 30 laps of distance. Let's keep it clean and green, fellas. And already, because of that start, this field is spread out a bunch at the moment. Harris up on the inside of Smith. Returns 3 and 4. Harris. Slide job complete. Bumping Smith back to position number 4. Smith has got to run into turn number 1 and 2. Harris slides up in front of him again. Smith crosses underneath on the exit of turn number 2. Side by side down the back straightaway. Smith returns the slider into turn number 3 and 4. Once again, Harris and Smith continue to go side by side. Your battle for 4th is on right now between Ryan Harris and Clint Smith. Don't look too far because here comes the 14 of Matt Reed. Slide up from Smith again. A nice crossover from Harris. A great race for 4th and 5th on the racetrack right now. Give it time, boys. The bottom side is going to come back in. Harris takes back 4th underneath the bridge into turn number 3. He goes down low to protect that slider, and well, he's going to get the run off at turn number 4. He's actually pulled a car, 2 car lengths clear of that 4 machine. Here comes the 6 of Shannon Jordan. A little out of shape there in the middle of 1 and 2. And oh, we got a car into the wall. Zachary, no, not failing. I'm waiting for the timing and scoring to sort of update. Could have heard a car smack the opening. It might have been a quick Alt F4 situation. Casey Pruitt in the 17. Slide job from Masters. Masters completes the slider, but Pruitt drives it back underneath him. 1/3 of the race distance complete. Oh, Masters got a little close there to Pruitt. Heilemann, he's got a 1.9 second lead over Danny Vassal. Ryan Harris now moves to position 3. Oh no, Josh Harm. Up and around we go in turn 3 and 4. Let's go and take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. Right in front of the Bear Hill game. Let's take a look at car number 3, the black, white and green car. Oh! Alright, alright. So, just a friendly team reminder. Hey boy, I'm here. He just got a good run on the bottom side. Harmy was just got the right rear in the sled. And his teammate said, oi, get out of the way. I remember pulling a move on like that on a teammate of mine back in the old R-Factor days. Except, you know, he didn't turn around. We ended up finishing 1-2. I'm sure he's in chat listening. So let's take a look at another replay. In fact, let's take a look at the big old right rear. There it is, look at that. Right rear meets the steering arm, the car goes around. Oh, you could hear he was even off the gas too. Yeah, get out of the way, boy. He's here to win. Back live, going green off a turn number 4, this time by... Hey, Biggs, you remember an old Attica race? And it happened to be in a 362, I think. Moved you out of the way for the win. Did what I had to do. I love it. Love it. Gold. Gold. Here we go. Harleman, Vassal, Harris, and Smith. Green flag is out. 14 complete. 16 to go. You know what? We're going to allow that. That's what I like to see. Smith with no front wing. He's going to have all sorts of troubles and all sorts of pressure. Well, I'll say that, but Jordan and Matt Reed, they've also got no front wing as well, so it's certainly going to stop these guys from getting there or reaching their full potential here in the 360. Shannon Jordan around the outside of Smith just as the yellow flag comes out. And we've got Mason Merritt upside down. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. Take a look at the 7 machine and see what happened. Oh, the 11 car of Robert McLeod. A little slow into turns 1 and 2. In fact, he was way up on the cushion, right near the wall. And unfortunately for Mason Merritt, he goes upside down. Second time this evening for Mason Merritt. So caution number 3 of the Australian New Zealand Strength of Field official 360 winged sprint cars here at the Grove. Myself had some up and down results here at the Grove. In fact, I picked up a win last night here. So these guys, lucky that myself and Corey Wenzel, we aren't racing because, well, let's be honest, Biggsy would have won. I would have got second. And there are Biggs. Light's going to be out on the pace truck this time by. So we'll have 11 laps to run here in the main event for the 360 winged sprint cars. And a reminder, 23 minutes from now, we are going to have the Pro Late Models, and we head over to North Carolina for the dirt track at Charlotte. And then 10:15 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Times, we're going to go with the Midget Series. So hopefully, once again, we'll have 2 different streams for that. Alright, here we go. 11 remain. Can we get these final 11 laps in? David Harleman, Danny Vassal, Ryan Harris, Shannon Jordan, Clint Smith, and Matt Reed. Green flag is out again. It is showtime at Williams Grove. Battle on for second and third. Ryan Harris got a run on Vassal. He goes down low into turn number 3 and 4. He's now looking to go 2 for the price of 1, but Harleman has got the cushion off for turn number 4. You see a bunch of cars getting stacked up at the back. Down low, Harris, Vassal as well, down low in turn number 1 and 2. Uh-oh, we got someone into the ballpark. Not sure who that was, but I'm pretty sure I just seen a car flying. Yellow, yellow, yellow. I'm going to take a guess. Was it the 5 car? It could have been the 5. Let's try and take a look at our wicked cushion instant replay. Well, he didn't go flying, but he certainly found an opening, but not the opening on the racetrack. He got this kind of opening. Look at that. Ah, camera's right on it right now. We're going to watch that here in just a second in slow motion. Here we go. Well, okay, so watch the back car, the 5, the orange and black green car, gets caught up with the 14 just then. And the car shoots left. He's on the brakes. Hello, mate. How do you do, Governor? Alright, what's going on at Archerfield, boys? What is going on up at Archerfield? Have I missed much, Biggs? Not much. Not much. Yeah, sweet. Yep. Alright, here we go. 6 laps to go. 24 complete. Lights are out. Heilemann, well, if he doesn't win this one, well, maybe he should just be sacked from the team that he just joined. Here we go. Green flag is out. One more time here at the Williams Grove Speedway. 6 to go. Heilemann got the jump on Ryan Harris. Can Ryan Harris do anything into turn number 1 and 2, right through the middle of the racetrack? And well, here's an advantage that Heilemann's got because he's run 463 races this week. He knows where to run on the track right now. Harris almost caught the infield in turns 3 and 4. Vassell holds on to 3rd. 4th, Shannon Jordan. Clint Smith still hangs on to a top 5. And here comes the 12 all over the back of Ryan Harris through turns 3 and 4. They both run low through 3 and 4. 4 laps to go. 2 miles for your race leader in car number 1. David Heilemann out in front. Rails the top through 3 and 4. And this one, now we're at the point of no return. If we see a caution flag come out, it will end the race under the safety truck. Continue on to have a look. And how about Trent Gosley, caught up involved in that lap 1 incident? He is fought back to position 5 with the bent car, albeit 4 or 5 cautions have certainly helped his cause, but he's got back up to position number 5 in the number 9 machine. Clint Smith not far behind him, working the outside, of course, missing the front wing. We come up to 1 lap to go. David Heilemann gets the white flag off of turn number 4. Half a mile, 4 turns. Through the first 2 he goes. Continues to rail on the top side of the racetrack. Down the back straight away for the final time under the bridge. Gives a big wave to Stephen Calavoda, Corey Wenzel in the turn 3. Beer Hill gang off of turn number 4. David Heilemann is your winner. Let's take a look at our results here. Heilemann gets the win. Ryan Harris 2nd. Danny Vassell 3rd. Shannon Jordan 4th. Trent Gosley rounds out the top 5. Clint Smith, Rob Kinnear, Sterling Christensen, Robert McLeod, Josh Harm makes up your top 10. We go over the page to have a look at our final 8 finishers. Matt Reed 11. 12th was Casey Pruitt, Zachary Phelan, Zach Masters, Brendan Morand, Mason Merritt, Liam Jensen, and Brandon Carroll make up your top 18 cars in this one. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, a big thanks to our sponsors, Wicked Cushion, Simworks Performance, BK Designs, and World of Thunder Racing League. Check them out on the social media pages. Give them a like, give them a follow, and all that good sort of stuff that you do on the social media pages. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a cent. We'll be live again in about 17 minutes time. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to hit the follow button, of course, and you can always support us by hitting the subscribe button, costing $4.99 a month, or you can use your Twitch Prime sub, as did Bigsy and LRP TV. So boys, thank you very much for the subs on Twitch, and of course, if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like and follow button, share it out to your friends and family. That'll do it for the 360 winged sprint cars portion of the night. The next part on the program is going to be the Pro Late Models. We're going to take a quick flight out to North Carolina. We're going to have 16 minutes before we get the next stream up, the Pro Late Models. And then, of course, we stay there for the midgets / speed cars, whatever you want to call them.